Eldon, do you think you are the best shooter in the SLHL?
Hello viewers, welcome to In the Loop with Stewie Hoop, the highly anticipated SLHL podcast. Today me, Chase, is with
Nolan?
Oh, I see him.
and today we'll be discussing multiple topics with our secret guest. Some NBA talk, some games, and then we'll end it. Come on down.
LJ!
Eldon!
How you doing today?
How you doing? I'm doing good.
That's good.
Good.
Alright LJ,
Yeah.
it's great to have you here. How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing really good. I'm excited to be on here, and next season can't come fast enough.
Preach.
Well said.
Let's talk about the first thing I like to discuss, your second half performances. What do you think when you just go into that second half and just turn into a totally different player?
I think it's honestly more of like a psychological thing. I don't think I actually it's not like I get better. It's just, I don't know. It's a great mentality to have,
Yeah,
and I'm glad I have it.
There's games where there's that one game you get 5 air balls in a row, and you went and made 5 in a row after. So how did that happen? Is like your confidence, or is like, how do you not lose confidence?
I believe in myself, and my teammates put trust in me, and I just have confidence that shots will start falling.
Well, what was your favorite team you played for so far in SLHL?
I think I have to say with you, Jan.
Oh, thanks.
First year Nighthawks.
That was quite the
That
team.
was special. I think looking back, that team was really stacked, and we got unlucky, and it was a great team.
Yeah, how was your reaction taking this? Like, you were taking the second round first season, right?
Yes.
So how do you put that? Do you put it as like disrespectful, or do you think it's like kind of like an underdog story there?
Well, I can't really put the blame on anyone. I wasn't really a highly touted prospect coming into the league. Only a couple of years of basketball under my belt.
Go C squad days.
Yeah.
C team.
Yep.
And do you got any good like playoff stories, or like lost in the finals? You lost in the first round at the first seed, and
Yeah, I mean, I've been blessed to always be on a pretty winning team, It's, all the seasons have been pretty good. We've had some devastating losses, but it's been fun, man.
who do you prefer as a captain? Do you like the Vince more, or do you like Chai?
I think the Vince and the Nighthawks were more of a well-oiled franchise. It was easier to get games in. They cared more, and we were just a great team.
What do you mean by well-oiled? Like, how do you explain that?
Here's the reason.
I think that we just really had chemistry, and
Yeah.
we really liked playing SLHL, where the Mamas really struggled to have passion for the game, I think.
Were you happy you were traded, or were you kind of like mad at your team for that?
I mean, it's always fun to have some drama and have something interesting. I think we lost some tough games early in the season with the Mamas, so I mean, I guess it was a breath of fresh air. I think both teams are pretty good, and I don't know, it was interesting.
Eldon, do you have any pre-game rituals before any games? Anything weird, out of whack?
I usually can't say anything weird, but I listen to a lot of high energy rap, probably.
You eat anything? Anything?
Well, the games are usually pretty short notice, so sometimes I actually don't get to eat because people are hounding me to get to the game.
That might need to change next season.
Yeah.
I feel like.
But yeah, when you show up to late games, do you think there should be like a fine, or like you're kind of wasting everybody's time by like showing up late?
I mean, in the spring, people have commitments, and the games are usually pretty short notice, but I can still strive to be better at that, I guess.
Yeah, understandable.
And now just from how you played in the past, maybe even currently, what do you think about yourself for the future? What do you view?
I consider myself a pretty winning player. I think you look at the draft picks around me, they're all very talented, but I think I really impact winning more than all of the others of them. I think people have doubts about my consistency, but when I am consistent, I definitely impact winning.
Wait, were you clutch player of the year for the first season, right?
First season, yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of that, do you think there's any moment, like, what's your favorite clutch moment you've had? the past couple of seasons?
I think I have one for you.
Yeah.
I think when you hit that step back in the playoffs this last season.
Against the Bandits on Carson?
Yep.
That was
pretty
sick.
clutch.
Yeah, I was watching that from work, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's hooking it in his face too.
I like that one. That was
one of the better ones.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have over 5 game-winning shots, game-ending shots under my belt, and it's a fun experience. Yeah, I don't know. Don't have much to say about that.
Do you have any like core memories that like you just always look back at and like that was a cool moment or like that was a bad moment for you?
Yeah. Honestly, the injuries are never fun, but it's really funny how they happened. Like taking a charge in a 3-on-3 basketball game maybe isn't the smartest
Yeah, it
idea.
was the smartest. They took me out with tennis and took me out SLHL.
And Baby B, it was a pretty illegal move.
Okay, so my opinion on that Baby B thing. Okay, I think if I hit anybody else like that, they don't fall down
That's
like
true.
that. I think
that's
Baby
true.
B like body distribution is the reason why he felt like that. Because if I hit like he's like lopsided. If that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So let's bring you to All-Star. Do you think you deserve to be on the All-Star team at all?
I think I'm definitely on the cusp. I think it could go either way any season. Hopefully I can improve and add more to my game. I'm kind of just a scorer. Maybe if I add some blocks in there, some good passes, maybe I'll have a better chance.
Would you put yourself as clutch or dominant in the game of basketball? Because we have people like dominant, like as a Zeke is a dominant player who just drive, just like knock down, like hit a dunk, or is this people like clutch more, who just like knock down threes when it matters? What do you think you're more of?
I'll definitely have to say clutch. I don't really. Most of my shots aren't really dunks or layups. People don't really like fear me on defense or anything, but when it gets to the end of the game, I'm really confident with the ball in my hands.
Okay, do you think you are the best shooter in the SLHL?
I do. I think as a player in the league, you need to have confidence like that. I think I've proven time and time again.
So you're saying you're better shooter than people like Brody, Vince, Chuck.
I'm gonna say
Nate
pure
Lukey.
shooter, because they all kind of like throw wrinkles in, layup. I think he's just a pure shooter.
You think you're the best like, shooter out there, like game on the line,
Oh, on me.
all on you?
Yep.
Take the final shot.
Mhm.
So think about that final shot. So you're in the finals last season. You guys went on a great run, and you did have some game-winning shots that you missed. How would you approach that?
The finals game last year?
Yep. Last season against Barbs, you guys were up by probably like 20 points.
I think Zeke's a great player, and it's really hard to go on a team against him. If he puts his mind to it, it's really hard to stop. It's almost unfair. They don't really need threes to fall. They can just rely on Zeke being
Straight
4 inches tall.
Straight pound town, I tell you. That's what we're going for.
I agree. I missed some shots. Wasn't my best performance.
Speaking of that finals, like what went through your head at the end of that comeback?
Yeah, the good old.
What was going on?
I was like 0 for 9 on threes, and I just knocked down like the luckiest bacon ever.
Yeah, I mean, you were due. I should have probably guarded it more. You were due for a 3. It's pretty hard to shoot that many and miss them all. So I should have been guarding you up more, I guess. But I don't know. That was a crazy game.
So now, what team or players do you think you'll be with in the future?
I think I'm projected to go. What do you think I'm projected to go?
I think you go first round, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so. You're still a first rounder.
Easy first round.
Well, I agree at first
Yeah.
round, but would you say like 4, 5?
Yeah.
Let's say 5.
Pretty realistic.
4 or 5, yeah. It's like all about team needs too. Like
I'm gonna say you fall to Phoenix.
if they need like a defender, like they're gonna choose Nolan over you, but they need more like a shooter type guy.
I think you can go to
They're gonna
Phoenix,
choose you.
though.
Phoenix.
Like, a lot of the viewers think that when the drafts come, it's just whoever's better than the person in front of them. It's really not true. It's just
You
whatever.
don't think it's like
They
needs?
really look at
It's whatever
needs.
the
I
needs
think they
are.
look at.
I think it's more of a needs than like a skill thing. Cause like, for example, if you look at the draft a couple seasons ago when Zeke here actually, fun fact, Zeke needed some sort of ball handler. He chose Earl over like options as like LJ and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what was actually going through his head there. I think he could have won easily if he chose actually some sort of other player who actually.
Well, there was a scandal with that.
Yeah, what was going through your head there when you paid him not to
Um,
pick you? Why would you not want to be on the Barnes?
You know, I really didn't think that team had fit like the identity of me as a basketball player at the time. So
But you weren't a basketball player at all previous though.
true. But I know how I play, and we just didn't fit the play style.
Yeah.
So me and my agent made a business decision to make those funds.
Who do you think is like the top, like the best 3 players in SLHL right now? Like the Mount Rushmore players, like who would you give top 3 to? And would you include yourself?
I don't know. I think this might be really controversial, and it might seem biased, but I would definitely have Vince in there. I think
One
that
time MVP. Why
I
wouldn't you?
agree.
I think that he people may not see him as dominant, but it's when he really gets into his bag, it's pretty fun to watch. He can really carry a team.
Yeah, but I think there's like sometimes he could be like sometimes a ball hog.
But that's not necessarily a bad thing when you're the best player. When you're the best player, you should have the most shots.
Yeah, I see so, but like for example, I feel like playoffs last year when we lost first round to like the what's called Phoenix. I had 8 points in the first half, and then second half I just didn't get the ball at all. I was pretty much like hot hands over there in the post.
Yeah, I think 2 other players. There's 3 in my mind. I'm thinking Zeke, Chite, and Lukey. I would have to probably cut Lukey out. That he's a great player, but I think it's definitely Zeke. He's just extremely dominant, big, and he's really talented. And then Chite, when he really gets to his spots, he makes some really crazy shots. He's really talented.
How close do you think you are to the top 3?
I don't think I'm very close. I think I have a long way to go in my game. I'm not much of a leader. I don't really think I'm a system player as much as people say.
Oh yeah, that's a great point.
But
How do you like fight that case? So, like people say you're a system player and like, well, you can't prove yourself because like people say you're usually like a Nighthawks only player, and then you went over to the Mambas and you still do the same work.
yeah,
Better too.
Yeah.
I think my style of game really translates to any team. I don't really see how shooting a lot of threes is only good for some teams. I think I've averaged almost the same, if not more, every single time I've been on a new team.
Yeah.
So I don't really believe those allegations.
So there's like time and time where like you have people who complain about like reffing and like people who complain about the ball being wet or like not seeing lighting. But you complain probably about the weirdest thing, and I say it's about the score, not seeing score at all, or like not knowing the score. What's behind that? About you complaining about the score all the time?
I think when it's just really late in the game, and I want to score check, and then no one's really paying attention to the game, it just frustrates me. I don't think it's that big of a deal. And now we have a scoreboard thanks to Jacob Billings.
Yep.
So,
Billings.
yeah.
Hopefully
I mean, that's
we get
really
the trophy.
impressive if you haven't seen it.
Yep.
It's made out of wood. It's
Do
really cool.
you think not knowing the score could affect your shot selection by any chance?
I mean, unless it's really late in the game, probably not. But it's just like nice to know when you're going back and forth what the score is.
Going off a score, I feel like stats are also a huge issue in the past season. Like they weren't tracked correctly.
Yeah.
Hell, I even think some of the scores were incorrect.
D-Bam.
Yeah, we had some
Yeah.
score takers that might have been a little off.
Jason, do you have any future plans for that? For like trying to like get scoring better or like stat keeping?
I'm thinking we do more of like an online approach that isn't the one we are currently using. Probably something else, and then get someone that's trustworthy to take stats, not
Yeah.
know
What
who.
about the shot
Sponsors.
clock? The shot clock rule that was proposed? What do we all
Oh
think?
yeah. Like about what? I said we bring out like 20 to 15 seconds.
I'm thinking 18. I think that's some like
No.
You don't think so?
no.
I think shot clock isn't a terrible idea, but we also don't want to change up the game too much. So I think it'd have to be pretty long.
I don't think so. Like 3v3, 3v3, I don't think we should like use the full like 30 seconds per possession, because like I don't know. these 3v3 should be like rapid games, high energy. Like I feel like if we have a long time set period, it's like I feel like if we have a shot clock, it might like take more skill into the game, like more thought process, and we might be seeing like plays more.
I agree. I would maybe say, I don't know, 22 to 25 seconds is good. Just, you start getting gassed after a while after they keep just setting screens and making passes. So maybe if, yeah.
Going into season 3, do you think you're entering your prime, in your prime, or you're past your prime?
I hope I'm entering my prime. I don't think my shot ability has changed at all, but I also believe that I've been in the gym more, so hopefully I have a higher vertical and I can dunk more and be more aggressive and physical.
Yeah, that's something we don't talk about much, is how much
Off-season
our
work.
players off-season work.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like what have you been doing off season like?
I work out probably 4 to 5 times a week, take creatine.
Any plyometrics you get into? Like work on that vert or like athletic, like acrobatic stuff?
No, most of my stuff is with weight, but I do have a mini hoop in my garage that's 7.5 feet, so it's almost like I have an advantage.
Yeah. Do you guys do anything during the off season at all? Like any sort of like
A little bit in the winter, a little bit in the spring.
little bit of that rigging ball action?
Yeah, a little bit of the rigging
Yeah,
ball.
rigging ball action.
I'm a Belgian and I go around 4 times a week to the gym. That's most I do. When it comes to matchups, not just teams of players, who's like your hardest matchup?
Oh yeah, what guy give you the toughest time playing?
Like
Like
best
when it comes
defenders.
even defense, even offense, like when you have the guard, who's your toughest? Maybe give us the top 3.
I'd definitely say you, Chase. You just, it's not that you play the game wrong, it's just you never experience how like basketball people play defense, and it's a lot different. I think it's definitely the people who don't play basketball. They really get up in your face, and they don't really like. If you get past them, then you're gonna score. But if you can't get past them, then it's a pretty hard challenge.
What's like the? Do you think? Okay, so defense. So awards last season were MVP Zeke. Who got defensive player of the year?
Lukey?
Was
No.
it Luki? No, it was a controversial one. That's all I know. It was like one where like, oh wow, he.
I know I got a couple votes. Simon got a
Oh,
couple
it was Simon, I
votes.
think.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Simon got defensive player of the
Zeke
year.
got a couple
Yeah.
votes.
Do you think that was a snub at all? Like Simon was kind of like maybe Brody kind of gave him like
You know,
delays in there because
He really
had
did.
him.
He only played 2 out of our possible
Yeah.
6 games. So
He didn't play much.
I do think that the Simon Glaze is a little crazy. I don't think he's a good player, but he hasn't really proven too much. I think he's a real hustle player, but I don't know if his defense is that great.
who would you have given defensive player of the year to last year?
Probably Zeke or Lukey. They're always guarding the number 1 option, and they always have a couple blocks in the game.
Yeah.
Maybe Chai even. I don't know.
Okay, now you're aware of this whole 2K ratings and stuff like that. Thank you. And so you know Max Barnes, he runs the 2K like ratings.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a lot of hate going on about it?
I do. I don't think it's warranted either. I think that I've proven I can be a pretty good second option on a team. I can give you a decent amount of points.
So let's look. So I think your rating right now is a 81, and you
Yeah,
were
it's
originally
ridiculous.
85. You got
I
brought
should
down.
have been an 88.
Do you think you should have got brought down during playoffs? Do you think you had a bad performance during these playoffs that just happened?
I think my overall was more harshly changed than other people's. Just because, I don't know, Max is out to get me, I guess.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I don't really. It's kind of a pain, but at the end of the day, I just need to go out there and play. I think maybe he critiqued my rating more harshly after a bad performance than other people.
Yeah. Don't quote me on this, but I think he said the reason he gave 81 because he said there's times you play like a 93, but there's times you play as like a 75. Do you believe that?
I don't know. I just think you need to look at how I impact the game and how many points I score. If you look at maybe my shot selection, it's not that great. But I think my shot percentage isn't that bad.
Yeah.
And I don't think I really contribute in a negative way to teams. So I think I should be higher. But at the end of the day, I just need to go out there and prove myself.
Yeah. Do you do any sort of trash talking during games at all? Like, get in people's faces or like mess with them a lot?
I don't know. Not really, honestly.
No,
I
any
kinda
like
just
go-to
play.
sellies, like maybe like a little face mask or like a kill for just
If I
finger
hit a
point?
3, I'll just probably hit one of these.
Take a bite.
I don't know.
Like big old bite. You guys like any like sellies guys be like rocking with during game?
I could do the 3 to the dome. I've done that once.
Yeah, we remember first like game of the season where you guys were absolutely just like you had little 4 bang 3s.
That was really my best performance.
That might have been performance of the year too.
How are you gonna like replicate that though? Coming to off season, like do you think you can like try to get a more consistent jumper going?
I feel like I can. You know, I've been in the gym and I've kind of learned just like how to control my body more.
Well, you have the athleticism, obviously.
Yeah,
I
I think you just need more like a coordination factor
Yeah,
to it.
Just I need to learn just how to use my abilities to max potential.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
yeah, just simply shooting like by yourself, that helps a lot. It's that simple.
Yeah, Nolan, when you're like, so you've never like played basketball previous, right?
No.
Not really, just like driving. You too, Chase.
Yeah.
So when you guys like kind of like came into this, like, was there like any sort of like doubt you guys were not gonna like proceed, like not play at the top of your level?
You know, part of me actually, like, I was a little too ahead of myself. I was thinking like, you know, it was a 9 foot hoop league. I would say I'm in the taller side. I think I would have done better. I really got humbled. I didn't really understand the true like technicality of the game.
Yeah, for sure. And not really your mid range. Your mid range is actually like pretty deadly. I don't know how it goes
Yeah.
in. You have a wide open layup. You just take a midi instead.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the ideal like shot selection there? Like idea.
I don't know. I just trust myself making a midi a lot more than a layup.
Yeah.
So take what I'm comfortable with.
Now, LJ, what NBA player would you compare yourself to? Could be current, could be.
Yeah, we can all go
all-time.
around. Kind of like say that. What do you think, Chase? What do you think?
Me?
Yeah.
I would say my boy Lance Stevenson. You know, like
Stevenson.
he can drop in that good 8 points per game. It'll be the toughest 8 points you'll ever see. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm not a high scorer, but when I do score, it's gonna be a tough bucket.
I'd have to say mine is like a current Russell Westbrook. Kind of just like a role player, but does his job at a high level.
That's interesting. I know there's like who's that really mid range guy? Sean Livingston was that his name?
Sean Livingston.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I almost said you were kind of like a Sean
Yeah.
Livingston. We did that full thing. I think I'm like a Draymond.
Yeah.
Draymond,
Yeah,
like
I can see that.
Bam Monte,
Yeah.
type of thing. I think I'm a hack.
Undersized center.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a very undersized center. I don't have any other jumper at all. It's tragic. Jose, what do you think you're like your NBA?
I think the easy answer would be to say any good shooter in the league, but I would have
Yeah.
to say Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole.
Just
That
because
is what it's like.
Yeah,
he can make some tough shots, but he'll be inconsistent.
yeah. Do you think if the Huzz pulls up, you can like just drop like 30 next season?
I don't know. We'll see. I guess
Yeah.
we'll see what
Long as we
life
can.
brings.
Well, I think it's time to do our build a team here.
Yeah, we're gonna play the build a team game. We'll be spinning a wheel with 4 different team archetypes, and each of us will go around making people from the SLHL into that own team. So we'll spin the wheel first.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna be doing the best shooter team. So we're gonna go around and we're gonna build who's gonna have the best shooter team.
LJ, you'll start from people in the SLHL.
Are we doing like a stake draft thing or?
No, we'll just
Okay.
make your
Oh,
own
make
team,
your own,
then
okay.
we'll all go around and discuss it.
Can
Okay,
we
gotcha.
say play more than once, or like once?
Like it can be any 3 people in the
Yeah,
entire
Three
league.
people.
yeah.
Yep.
Or even make it like specific, like season 1 or like I don't know. No, let's do just players.
No, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Might get a little complex.
Just ready for you just pass down the board. So I'll just talk about that. Like, do you think are you guys fair for 2K rating now? Like,
Wow, I think it's good. I think I
Okay.
definitely
Alright,
don't have
my
the
team's
offense
ready.
bag, but
oh, you pass the. Oh yeah. Say your team.
My team is me, Brody, and Lukey. I think I shoot the most volume, for sure, in the whole league. I have the highest clip. But I think Brody and Lukey, they shoot less than me, but their field goal percentage is probably a little higher. I think if we're considering this an actual team, we got maybe a guard, a wing, and kind of a forward. So I think this is a good team.
Yep.
What do you guys think of it?
I like it. I like it.
I think I would like to actually throw Chait into the
Chait?
equation here.
Chait, I don't like Chait. I've seen games where Chait's like the most dominant players.
He
Games
just
where
doesn't try.
like
bro.
Chait's actually like a nonchalant hooper. But there's sometimes that guy like just doesn't want to ball. Sometimes he's just like remember that time like Swan tried to block his own shot because he wouldn't pass the ball.
Mm-hmm.
That was an interesting game. It was just like, what's going on? Like,
All right, you want to make your team?
like, yep.
Strength or wrong? I don't know who's rookie of this part. Listen, all right.
Okay, I'm going here. My first guy I got Chait. Chait, I think, does he hold the record for highest points in SLHL?
I think, yeah.
Yep, Chait has the highest points in SLHL, and most of them were just threes, and that shows how much of a dominant game he had. So that's why he's on there. My second guy is Brody. He has the second most high scored ever points in SLHL, and finals MVP game, he was actually just cooking straight threes and could not
Wait, I
miss.
thought this is shooting.
Yeah, shooting. Yeah, like these guys are shooters. Like, bro, what was his stat? He made 6 threes? During the
Brody did?
Yeah, for the finals.
Yep.
Where Chuck had 0 points in a finals closeout game.
Absurd. I didn't
Oh
even
my
drop
gosh.
4 points yet.
Yeah, no, like, how do you have a bagel in the most important game of the year for you?
They still won, so
Bagel. Well, yeah, he still won, but like,
he did.
he really didn't win. And my final guy is Vince. I feel like Vince is a very good shooter. He can create. He is like one of the best guys to create space. I don't know. There's like question maybe he relies on screens too much, because the Nighthawk system I think is a lot of screen spamming, and then he just goes through a step back. But
It's lethal. It's a lethal step.
I think you kind of took a turn at scoring and maybe not shooting.
yeah, I think
I
kind
think
of.
I should be in there.
You think so? Over better shooter than
I do.
better than Vince?
But anyone, I'm better than Chai at shooting.
Shooting
Chai
wise?
shoots like a couple threes a game.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see LJ
Yeah.
over Chai for shooting. Yeah, I think you're right. I kind of take the approach of like more scorer than a shooter. Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing bad with that approach. It's definitely an interesting
Yeah, I
topic.
kind of went off topic and then like, and
It's
yeah,
alright.
yeah. Good. What do you want? Yeah, there's how many seasons left with SLHL? I think we got 2 left. I think they're saying.
Somewhere around there. Yeah.
For what?
SLHL left. We only got 2 seasons. They're saying.
Why?
God, I don't know if they're gonna try to do a summer one or not. I don't know if they want. Only Brody's saying that, so I don't know.
And if we really do get the chance to play indoors, I think we
Alright.
could do like some sort of winter season.
That could be a topic.
Yeah.
Next episode.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a very hot take.
Oh jeez, here it comes.
Isaac Wine.
Whoa! No!
Top
Top 3
top
shooter.
3 shooter.
That is
Why do you
wild.
think that, though?
Yeah.
Why do you
What's
think
your?
When he first season, real shaky. Big confidence boost in the second season though. He finally broke out. I would say he was the #1 player on his own team for a while. But
Yeah, oh, yeah,
good
yeah, I
catch
remember
and
that, yeah.
shoot. I think he averaged probably 22 points this year. And then I think his teammate Brody's also on there. Led his team to a chip through the fact that Chuck had
I think Brody
no
had an
points.
I think he had an
in the closeout
underwhelming
game.
season this year. Brody
He did.
coming off like a chip and having like MVP, he has like so much high expectations. He like
Yeah.
underperformed it. But I don't think you should really blame him because it was a 2-way guard thing. Like
Yeah.
it's like having like Brown and Tatum starting away and like scoring availability.
And my last guy, Vince, former MVP.
Mhm.
That step back 3 off the screen, just insane.
Yeah, when it comes to Wyman, I honestly think he needs to be more confident with the ball.
Mhm.
He can get a lot of things done, especially with his handles.
Yeah. Oh, do you think we're ever do like expansion at all? Like, add more teams? Do you think we're done?
Hey,
naming
hey,
teams?
that's a topic for another episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
another
that
day.
is. That is.
Another
Maybe a
day.
pre-draft topic. Maybe
Yeah.
a pre-draft. Maybe we have an announcement. Maybe we
Alright,
don't.
so here's my team. I'm gonna do Chait, Chuck, and LJ.
Ooh,
Chuck?
Chuck?
No.
Chuck.
Chuck.
0 point Chuck.
No,
Is this a
to your
hot
point, let's
take?
remember who the 3-point contest winner was.
Oh,
Charlie
true.
Berger. Are we not taking this
Okay,
on the
it's
He does
uncontested
not
shots.
apply that to his game.
No, hey, listen.
It's uncontested shots.
When it comes to making this team, I'm not just saying,
And there's
I
nothing-
want every single bunch of. I need someone who can actually work with this team. If we get a point guard that can shoot, that can work with these two people, that's great. We have like LJ said, a high volume shooter.
I like Brock over Chuck.
He's another underrated one that you could put in there.
I like Brock over Chuck.
So where does yapping at this point? We're putting people who aren't even shooters in here.
Bro,
That's
Brock.
crazy.
Brock is like a bigger Chuck, bro. Brock can actually shoot, bro.
I just feel like he's only been one season. I didn't really see much of him.
Yeah, 'cause he got first round and-
Times, yeah, I'm not really.
Yeah, Band is big property franchise.
Yeah, that's my team.
Hey, let's cover up from.
Yeah.
Are we gonna go around one more time? Or
Oh,
You
yeah.
want to do one more?
Yeah, we do one
Why
more.
don't we want another
Spin the
draft?
wheel.
We can maybe do it a little quicker, but yeah, I like the segment.
Funniest team.
We go with the funniest team.
Ooh.
All right.
So like, it's
Which
like kind
team
of
will bring you a laugh? Most entertaining.
Maybe like
even.
chemistry kind of too, or
Yeah.
just funny.
I
Well, no,
will-
we'll start with Chase.
Let's start.
Start with me.
Yeah, we start.
Yeah,
Chase.
let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
reverse
go
order.
down. Let's have the guests go last.
Yeah.
Have it.
I think mine is going to be pretty easy. I bet all y'all might say the same thing.
Who's the funniest guy?
I think a lot of us are gonna have the same couple.
I
players.
think there's two that I
Yeah.
think everyone should have.
Yeah, I can see two.
I think I know my team.
Alright, here's my team. I would say Billings, Earl, and me. I think with Billings, he's like, some of the shots he makes that really just bring a smile on my face. It's really entertaining.
And some of the
to
words
watch.
he speaks too.
Now,
He
Earl.
scores-
Earl is by far the number one. I think it's going to be on everyone's board today. Absolute phenom to watch. I love the guy. I love this little tween leg breakdown.
Oh, stiff arm layup. His stiff arm
Layup.
layup.
Definitely a foul.
And
We
this
won't
MJ
call it.
Paul.
We'll never call it. That's the only offensive thing he can get on us.
And then me, I think I
Backward chase.
Bag
yeah, I
of-
like
Bag
to get in my
Boys.
bag and bad things happen. Like, people laugh. So that is why I say it's pretty funny.
Yeah, today we got our camera guys Zeke and Billings back there.
All right.
So shout out to them for helping us out here today.
I have my team, and honestly, it's just the OG Barbs team. That's honestly just the OG
That's a
Barbs.
great
The
pull.
way these Billies and Earl played, along with the Zeke's funny quips and stuff, were just perfect. Probably the funniest team.
Funniest team.
Honestly, probably should have made it a little bit farther if we didn't have a stat issue, but you know
Yeah.
what? They were probably the funniest team. So.
Damn.
Go with them.
I said thank you. I'm gonna go with Billings, of course, because Billings is a fun guy, guys. Like,
Yes, he's just
Like,
around.
yeah.
Oh, you got the third guy on your list was
Yeah.
my sleeper.
I got Chase, because Chase, he's a fun guy to talk to, and also there's times where and we all have low lights, but when Chase has some low lights, it can be out there. And then Simon. Simon's hustle
Yeah.
plays are the funniest things ever. So, what was it?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to.
Oh, I forgot about Baby B.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, how did you forget?
That could have been the fourth.
You could've
Billings,
sworn
Baby
Swan.
B, and Simon
Okay.
were my three. I think Billings. He sometimes when his team's in the game, he's like, "Guys, we can do this," and it's just there's nothing wrong with it. It's hilarious, but then he can swear at times too, so it's kind of the best of both. Yeah, he's a crash out.
Yeah.
There's the best of both worlds there. And then we got Baby B, Hangover B. If you know, you know. You know, he just the arc on his shot is funny in itself, and the second he shoots the ball, he goes for his own rebound, and it's just hilarious. He broke Lukey's like back.
Oh my
neck
gosh.
thing, and he hasn't even. I don't think he apologized. He hasn't paid for it. I don't know.
Baby
Oh
B
yeah, break
salad.
that down. The Braxton clip. He's a couple of those where he like jumps out of bounds and like breaks something.
Yeah, he kind of has he's not the most agile guy, Jan like killed him. That was really bad.
That's bad.
Send him. He was very concussed. It was crazy.
I think he still is.
I think he still is.
And then last pick, it was either Simon or Chase. I think I picked Simon just because there's a stretch over a couple games where he'd either step out of bounds or travel on like it seemed about every single play. But his just energy and everything is so funny. The way he plays is great. I was considering putting Chase over him just because
Backward chase.
Backward chase.
there's some great moments in there.
Cook.
Yeah, you gotta let him cook sometimes.
So is that it for the team building
Yeah,
game?
that would be
Yup,
it.
dog, get it out there.
And if I can find a clip, I will put the clip of Billings falling when it was raining.
Oh yeah, let's talk about some funny moments.
Yeah. I think that moment definitely needs to be discussed. Billings hit the ground so hard on a rainy game.
I think the cement like crack. Like, I think he like had a little crack.
Like a crater.
He's a really large man.
Or there's Earl. The Earl slipped through the fence. Remember that?
Oh, what about Shite? His
Ooh.
testicle situation.
Oh yes. How did that happen? I don't think I was there for that.
Go get a ball and ripped.
So I don't know if all the fans out there know this, but Shite actually tried to hop over a fence to get a ball and hurt himself in a certain way pretty badly. We probably can't go into very good detail about it, but just know it's pretty bad. He was out for a while, and there's been some funny injury moments for sure.
And Earl, he like got under a fence somehow. He, like slipped and like his legs were under the fence.
Oh, I do remember
Yeah, do you remember
that.
that one?
I do.
That was bad. I don't know how that even happened. I look over, he's just like eaten by the fence. Like had his body just gone. And then we had the chase travel one.
Oh.
When he like tried to do a spin move, which like took like 4 steps.
Or when semi-final game to go to the championship, game's on the line, Chase travels. Definitely a heartbreaking situation,
Not a
but
great way to go out.
hopefully we can look past it now and it's funny.
You know, it's a learning moment.
Yeah,
Learning
sure.
moment. I'm even gonna throw myself in there. And when the game, I was hitting 4 threes in a row, and then my 5th one, I throw it over the backboard. I feel like that's quite a
Or
moment.
Swan.
Swan.
There's
Anytime
been
Swan
some-
shoot at threes.
There's
Swan
been some
missing a
couple
2-foot
moments.
shot.
There was a couple low lights. Usually like a low light montage. Like post
We'll have to post that.
yeah, like a low light montage.
Yeah.
And what's another funny moment? Oh, who crashed out? Billings crashed out.
Billings crashed out
Billings
after
crashed
the
out.
game.
Billings crashed out after the game.
He really got personal with you on that.
Yeah. I don't know what I did there in the moment to deserve it, but I think maybe it was for some reason. I don't know.
Billings doesn't really take to losing well.
Yeah.
He usually texts some mean words to the person that won the game for them. He goes straight to his car after the game's over and just pouts.
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us. He's just like a high energy player.
It's okay.
He cares to win.
He brings
He
some
wants to
great,
win. Yeah.
great value to
Yeah.
the league.
And I think he's gonna be actually on a winning team finally this upcoming season, I think I heard. Sources tell.
Sources tell us something is brewing in the league.
Yeah. There's maybe some big there's some big stuff.
So I think it's time we move into the little short segment of NBA talk. You know, preseason started. I think it's a good talking moment. We got the T-Wolves against the Lakers, and then we had the Nuggets against the Celtics.
Oh, how do y'all feel about cat trade?
I think actually it's going to be a win for both teams.
Think so?
With first, like the payroll, that was getting way too high for Cat.
DiVincenzo's on a good deal, right?
Yeah, he played well too.
DiVincenzo.
last
Oh yeah,
night, I
DiVincenzo's
saw.
playing good last night.
4 for 4, 11
Yeah.
points, 3 for 3 from 3.
That's great.
I have stats
Good role
pulled up
player.
here. We had Rob Dillingham.
Up 9
21
for 20, 21 points.
Yes,
Yeah.
Rob
21 points by Rob.
Dillingham.
Josh
Josh
Minot, 9 for 11,
22
22 points.
How about Brownie though?
What did TSG
Hey.
have?
TSJ had 14, and do you see that Euro dunk he had?
I did.
That
That was a
He
travel.
might be
That
my
was the
favorite
biggest travel ever.
Gather step Euro.
Gather
Gather
step
step
dunks.
Euro.
That's
Yes.
clean in the NBA.
Gather step
I watched the first half of that. Was great. Loved it.
Yep.
Yeah, I honestly, I do think the Randall Gobert backcourt might actually work with the Wolves.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
it might
I
work.
think it
He's gotta be
better
healthy.
than we thought.
I think he's still dealing with like
Some of the
injury.
shoulder,
Yeah.
I think Nas Reed though will be.
I wish they actually
starting.
played more starters, kind of like they did in the Dubai game
Yeah.
yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just because that was a Dubai game. This is like in America, I think.
I think towards the end of the preseason, we'll start getting some more realistic Timberwolf games going forward, and the minutes will be kind of corrected, and the best players will get their minutes for sure. And I think we have a great team this year. We have a bunch of great guards. Forwards and centers might be a little thin, but I think Finch is smart enough to make it work.
Well, I think that's all we got.
I think that is bring the
That was
podcast to an end. I'd like to announce that we will be doing a giveaway at 100 subscribers. For every subscriber we have, you'll be entered into the giveaway for a $25 Amazon gift card.
Hey,
Please.
at 1,000 subscribers, I will be getting a tattoo SLHL podcast logo right on my thigh. So if we ever hit 1,000, I'll do it for you guys.
And if you have a donation, which we will set up, you will get a shout out at the end of the podcast. But that's all we have today.
And we might be making merch in the future, so stay tuned for future episodes.
So make sure to stay in the loop.
With Stewie Hoops.